What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Sunsweater here, guys. My review of the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Captain Phasma 7-inch collectible figure. As per usual, I do want to highlight the packaging. Honestly, nothing too special going on. Just says Star Wars The Black Series. The transparent window display of where you would see Captain Phasma. Do have that red background. Down near the bottom, we do have some warning labels and stuff like that. But we do have this really nice, interesting concept image of Phasma. It's not necessarily, I don't know how it's appearing on the camera, but it's supposed to be black and gray, but it's probably appearing black and white. Either way, it's pretty. Sides of the box aren't too special. It just continues that window display. It does say Captain Phasma right there. Other side is just pitch red. She is number 6 out of her series, and it does say Captain Phasma. No shit. Back of the box is nothing too special. Like I've been saying, Star Wars The Black Series, her series number, her name, and a biography of her character. If you like, pause to read that now, you can. As for the figure herself, and yes, this is a she. If you haven't seen Force Awakens, what is wrong with you? Go see it right now. But just a heads up, this is a she. So if I am saying the word she a lot, that's why. But besides that, this is a great figure. The paint decals, the rubber cape, and especially just the overall new design of the helmet and such is just really, really gorgeous. Let's take a closer look. As for the head sculpt, it's really nice. Now, I approached this figure thinking this is just a complete repaint of the standard Stormtrooper released by the Black Series figures lately, the series itself, but it's actually different, and I'll show that later in the video when I do a size comparison with other Stormtroopers. But come on, you gotta admit, it's pretty intense. The curves on the jaw and just going all around the helmet is just really nice. It gives this classy impression for Phasma, saying, you know, she's not this gun-blazing, psychotic stormtrooper like the rest of them. She's got class, she knows what she's doing, and I do like the paint decals they use for the cheekbones here, and this glossy black. I don't know how that's appearing on camera for the eyes. There we go, it should be shown now. My camera, or my light is reflecting on it, as it should. The silver they used is unfortunately not chrome. As much as I would have loved there to be some chrome, there is no chrome. It's just this, it's kind of like a shiny gray. That's really all it is, and I do like these indents here. And all these lines going around her head aren't just painted on. They're actually indented, which is always nice. And luckily I got the one without any paint smudges, so it's just a clean sculpt. And same goes for the rest of the suit. So again, like the head sculpt, this is actually a different mold than the standard Stormtrooper figure by the Black Series. This is going to sound weird, but it's longer. She's obviously a taller character, and longer. Okay, I gotta stop myself. These Black Series figures, though, they are in scale, so her costume, her mold is quite different than the others. I'll show that in a bit, but besides that, I really like what they did with this. I do like the little decals they have here on her chest, and, you know, again, not painted on, actually indented. I would appreciate some more detail here. It seems it's just kind of smudged all around in the abdomen area, or the abs area, I guess. And her belt is really nice. Again, no paint smudges on mine, so it looks really nice. Everything's just wonderfully sculpted. I do like her battery pack, or not a battery pack, but, you know, whatever this is back here, it's just really nice. Her belt actually looks like it's rubber. It's not. Oh, wait, is it rubber? I actually can't tell if it's rubber. It won't. I actually can't tell if the black strap here for the belt is rubber or not. I can't tell, but just moving her cape around. Her cape is really flexible because it's rubber, so it's easy to access everything. Just looking absolutely stunning. I do like what they did here in the thigh area. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to give this kind of cloth rubber impression, but obviously it is plastic, but it does a wonderful job of giving that impression. It's very glossy, which I like too. And just moving down to the legs is where she would holster her gun and stuff. Here I do have a little, it's not necessarily a defect, it's just kind of annoying. These giant lines just going down from her kneecaps down is just a little bit annoying, but overall it's a great sculpt. And going down to her boots and everything, a lot of detail in the hands and everything, with like how the fingertips like alongside with the black palms are just wonderfully sculpted and nice shiny silver. I appreciate that the silver doesn't, you know, spill onto the black, which is nice. Everything's really clean. I do like these rubber impressions they got going on here, and shoulder pads are really nice. Just damn, she's sexy. Now, obviously, the big thing with Phasma is the cape. The cape is badass. That's it. It's just badass. I really, really like what they did with this. It's completely rubber. It's really flexible, so it doesn't really hinder too much movement for the left arm, which is good. And it's just sculpted really nicely. I like all the folds in the cloth that they put near the head, as it should be. There's a lot of armor there. It's not just hanging off it, you know, and it's kind of smudged. I do like this red strip of paint going down until the end here. It's really nicely sculpted, this single strap just hanging down. I actually wish it wasn't, you know, completely not necessarily glued onto the cape. I wish it was actually hanging, but you know, what can you do? And same with this little piece right here, and I got a little smudge right there. That sucks. But it's just really nice, and I like how it kind of just cuts off here at like this 90-degree angle. It's really cool. It fits her. As for articulation, she does have a ton. Her head can rotate the full 360 degrees. Now, it is a bit hindered by the rubber cape here, but can go up that much, down that much, side to side, left and right, however you want. Her arm, at least her right arm, can move the full 360, go out and in. Does have the rotation at the elbow as well as the 90-degree angle. Her wrists can fully rotate as well as wobble. As for her other arm, you know, it is a bit hindered by the cape. It shouldn't, you know, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I mean, especially if you're having her in the pose where, you know, she's just holding the gun. So it shouldn't play that big of a part. As for her abs, she can go forward that much, back that much, left and right, and she can, I can't tell if she can go the full 360. I'm not going to try, but it's really flexible. Moving down to her legs here, they can go forward that much, back that much. Can't do the splits really. Does have that thigh rotation, 2 joints at the knee. And of course, she does have the ankle pivot as well as full rotation at the foot. As for size, you can see she's just towering over the other Black Series figures, as she should. She is the squadron leader of the Stormtrooper army. And obviously, I do have Kylo Ren here and the standard Stormtrooper. She's taller than both, and even without the hood, you could still tell that she's much taller. And here she is next to my alpaca. And really quickly, like I said earlier in the video, I do want to compare her to the standard Stormtrooper. Their helmets, very different. Now that you actually look at it like I did, it's really different. This one doesn't really have all those lines and stuff. He doesn't have the really just curvy, you know, jawline with the it's just different, you know. His is more chunky, hers are just more curved. And just moving down to the overall suit, not only she's way bigger, but you know, they got a little bit different design here in the belt and everything, and a little bit different here in the legs. Like she at her down right here by her ankle, she has that, you know, that kind of piece of armor that just sticks out, and the boots are actually very different because she again has that piece of armor just plop it out. As for accessories, this is it. It's just a blaster, nothing too special. It's just a repaint of the, you know, regular Stormtrooper rifle that we've gotten before, only it's gold and black. Now, I don't remember if it was gold and black the movie. I'm gonna assume it was, but you know, it has some cool, interesting details, and yeah, just a blaster. So overall, she's badass. If you can get a hold of this figure, it's a bitch to get a hold of because she is probably the most highly sought after figure in the Black Series community right now. Then great. This is definitely a must-have if you are a Star Wars fan, or at least a Star Wars fan of the new movie. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you viewers do on a daily basis, and I will see you guys in my next video.